Hey, for Beeblebrox, the British Tech Guru. I've just got done with programming this ATTiny13. It's actually not an ATTiny13, it's an ATTiny13A. Slightly more advanced. And this will run off 1.8 volts as opposed to the standard ATTiny13 that will run off, I think it's a minimum of 3 volts. Anyway, so I'm running it off a coin cell battery and it's producing a Morse code message. Now, I had lots of interesting issues programming this. It did not like, and this is the programmer I used. This is the one I built a little while ago from an Instructables thing. If you just search online and you say Instructables, Arduino Nano ATTiny13, or ATTiny85 or ATTiny44, it'll come up with this. This is modified because this will only do the small microcontrollers. I should have put, I didn't have the extra ZIF socket to do the bigger microcontrollers, so I built this for just one. I'll have to rebuild this so that I can do the bigger microcontrollers. But anyway, I had already successfully programmed the ATTiny85, that's an ATTiny85, but I had not successfully programmed the ATTiny13 until just now. Now, the problem was I was running out of memory all the time. Because, of course, 1K of memory as opposed to 8K on an ATTiny85. Well, I went for ProgMem to store the data within the program. That kind of worked, but I was running out of memory for the variables then. So I'd been all the way through all this lot, and then I came across some very helpful people who helped me with programming it with some C++, but they were using bits that I really did not understand. So I was having to use the Arduino port manipulation, and that is just something that there's about 40 pages of data printout here. I don't want to go through that. So what I did instead was I wrote a program in Python. Yes, people use Python to create another program for the, let me just pause for a second while I find my documents. So the solution was to write a program in Python which actually converted the Morse code message into just a series of pulses and delays on the Arduino, and it actually worked. And there's the Python code. I'll put a link in the description. It's going to be on, oh heavens, I can't remember the website now. It's one that I use now and again. Anyway, so it produced this code, which is in C++. And there's the basics of the program. And then the message is a series of pulses. Send dash, delay, send dot, delay, send dot, delay, send dot, delay, and so on. And that is the actual Morse message itself sent as a series of dots and dashes. The message is programmed in as a series of dots and dashes. The program does not actually interpret the message. It just sends the message. And it works. It works really, really, really well. And as I said, I had to write a program to write a program, but the actual program, because then I could do it the other way, write the program on the ATTiny85, and it would interpret the message and then convert it. Well, this just sends the message without conversion, because, as I said, there's not enough space. And for this message, I used 400 and odd bytes of code and 4 bytes of variable storage. Not too bad at all. It worked. got to modify your programming techniques for the ATTiny13. That's actually ATTiny13A. So yeah, it can be done. Try it. It's challenging and it's fun. And it's more fun because it's more challenging and more difficult.